everybody, hope you checked out my barbecue sauce recipe. We're going to come on here today and we're going to begin. There's 2 steps to doing a Boston butt. The first step is getting it ready the night before. This is an 8-pound Boston butt. I prefer, and everybody that I've talked to prefers, getting a Boston butt with the bone in it. This has got the bone in it right here. To me, if you want it to tear, you've got to get one with the bone in it. If you want it to cut it, it doesn't matter. But I like the bone in it. And so the first thing I do is I like a little fat, but I don't want all this fat. And so I take a knife and I just start working away a little bit of this fat. You want a little bit of fat on it, but I don't like just a lot. I don't like a lot of fatty barbecue, and I don't really think anybody else does either. And you can see I'm cutting this fat off, and there's still a lot of fat on there. So it's not like you're cutting it all off. Don't think that. We're just going to cut it off, and then we will be back with y'all in just a second. Hey everybody, we're back. So I've cut off a little bit of the fat, leave some of the fat, but I've cut off a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. And you can leave all the fat on there if you want, or you can cut it all off if you want. I just kind of like a little bit of the mix. And so now I'm going to flip the Boston butt over. I am going to use, I like to use this Grill Mates Applewood rub. It's just, I just like it. I like to use it on this, chicken, whatever. And then I'm also going to use this that was left over from our sauce, and I'll put it on in a minute. But what I like to do is I like to take the Boston butt. First and foremost, I like to go on and I like to wrap mine in aluminum foil. And so what I do, I get 2 pieces just like this. I'm going to grab this Boston butt. I'm going to sit it on it just like that. I like to grill mine in aluminum foil, and I'll tell you more about that as we go on. But I like to just sprinkle a nice, good helping of this on there. And then I like to just massage and rub and get all of that on there. Make sure you get a good, healthy coating on there. Put it in your hands. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Rub around it. Rub the sides. Get every little bit of it you can. Tomorrow, when we smoke this, we will take it off for about the last 30 minutes out of the aluminum foil, put it directly on the eye. And this rub right here will actually kind of grill a little bit and give a nice little flavor to it as well. And so we'll talk more about that in a minute. But kind of just rub that down really good. What I then like to do, I like to take this excess that I have here, and I like to just kind of, I don't want to waste any. Remember, we're in quarantine mode. We don't want to waste anything. I mean, heaven forbid we, run out of Applewood rub. I don't know what we would do. Do you, Allison? Allison's not going to respond. So, okay.
No, we wouldn't know what to do.
Thank you, Allison.
You're welcome.
But I like to just take this, give a nice little rub. Try to use as much of the seasoning we already have that we can. And make sure you get the sides. Some people don't get the sides. Make sure you get the sides. Rub it down real good. Leave it on there. Let's see here. All right. We've got all of that. Flip it back over. And you want it to look something like that. We want a little bit more. So let's use that on there. And you want it to look something like, just kind of look around. If you see a naked spot on there, go in there and just kind of cover it up. Just pat it down. Make sure you kind of massage it and just get it like you like it. I'm going to wash my hands off right quick so this stuff does coat. If Alpha wants to show you what it looks like, that'd be great. so then what we're going to do is I like to take the sauce, the chunky part that we strained out, and I like to just put a nice little heaping glob or gob of it on there. And I like to put this on the side that's not the fatty side, the all meat side, or the more of the meat side. And I use a spoon, and I just kind of rub this on there with the spoon. And you could use your hands, but it's just going to be messy. But if you want to be messy and rub with your hands, hey, you do you. So I like to just put it here on the top. Make sure you kind of even coat it, just like that. And that smells terrific. I wish you could smell this. It smells awesome. So we've got that, just like that. I'm going to show you a picture of that. Then what I like to do is this right here. If you ever smoke anything, barbecue smoke stuff, if you ever smoke barbecue or smoke any type of meat, one thing you'll know, one thing I learned real quick is that, and we'll talk more about this tomorrow as well, but I like to wrap mine enough times in the aluminum foil that when the aluminum foil will burn through a layer, or the layer work itself away, that it does not burn through to the meat until I want it to. And so what I like to do is I like to just kind of double wrap it. And so we'll start by folding this in just like this. Get it all nice and secure. Then we will take this, fold it up. You remember, this is the inside. You want this right here. Just fold it up because you want that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Come over there. Look at that. Look how good that looks. Then, what I like to do is take this, run it through just like this right here. Pull this over the top. Make kind of like a little burrito or whatever you want to call it there. And then something I learned after about the second or third time of doing this was that you see how these pieces right here are loose. And so what I like to do is take one more piece of aluminum foil and just wrap it around this right here. Just like this. And so what that does, that gives me a nice secure wrap all the way around, because when you start cooking this, it's going to get a little juicy, and when it does, that's going to leak out. And you don't want that juice to leak out, you want it to stay in there. And so then what I do, I put it on a pan like this. I put it into the fridge. Of course, we've got to make some room in the fridge to be able to put it in the fridge. Slide it in there. Look at that. Put it in the fridge. Right beside our barbecue sauce. That will sit in there for about, that'll sit in there from tonight till tomorrow, and then we will put it on the smoker. Tomorrow, catch back with us. We'll get back together. We'll put it on the smoker. See y'all then. Hey everybody, so we're back. We did our Boston butt yesterday. We got it ready yesterday. We put the rub on it, cut the fat off of it, left it in the fridge before we left off yesterday. We set it out, let it sit out for about 45 minutes or so. Let it kind of warm up a little bit, and then after that point, we're getting our grill ready. I like to use just a standard charcoal and applewood chips. I like applewood. What I do with the applewood, I put it in water, let it sit in water, let it soak up, because you're not wanting the wood to necessarily burn, you're wanting it to smoke. And so I like to run it with around 250 degrees. And so you can see here, I've got it going. We've got them on. I like to put them on the top rack. I've got my smoker box here. Now, here's the thing. You can use one of these This is the first try I've used this, but it worked, or second time, and it worked fine. The best thing I've ever used was a coffee can. And I went to the store today and got a coffee can and did not pay attention and realized you cannot find a metal coffee can anywhere. And so this is cardboard, as Allison pointed out to me. And you know what happens when you put cardboard on fire? It burns. So that's not going to help us at all. So we're going to use this. You can also use aluminum foil. If you've got a small metal pan, you can use it. You're just wanting something to hold your wood so it don't burn. And so you can see right here what I do. Well, here, Allison, show them this. I fill it up with water, and you can see it smoking in there. I put the lid back on, and eventually that water will evaporate and smoke will start to develop. And so we're going to leave these on here 45 minutes each side. 45 minutes we're going to flip, and then we're going to cook about an hour and a half per pound. And so we will catch back with y'all in just a little while. Hey everybody, so we're back. We're going to check our Boston butts. They have been on the grill, or on the smoker I should say now, for about 6 hours. And so we're going to check them. We're going to check the temperature and see what they look like. And so this one right here is about to come out of the aluminum foil anyway. And so let's open it up. Oh, look at that. That looks beautiful. I wish y'all could smell this. Let's get our thermometer. We're shooting for anything over, I like to get it about anything over 185, something like that. We're at 170, 79, 82. Oh yeah, we are great. Let me tell you this, a secret right quick. If you get it over 200, and we're at 202, it's still counting. If you get it over 200, the bone will just pull right out, and I'll show you all that in just a second. But these right here, we're about to go shred them. We'll catch back with y'all in just a second. All right, so we got the Boston butt off the grill, got it out of the aluminum foil, we got it in our pan. What I was telling y'all, if you get it over 200 degrees, the bone pulls right out. Come over here and look at this. Look at that, just like that. Just as pretty as could be. Bone pulls out. And then what I like to use here, these bear claw shredders, and we're gonna take it, and we're just gonna start pulling that thing apart. Just like that. It's hot. You can see we've got there's a little bit of a fat layer on it. You can pull it to the side. We'll get it off here in just a minute. But we're just going to shred this, and then we will show y'all in just a second what it looks like on a sandwich. Be back shortly. So here is the shredded Boston butt. And then if Allison will come over here, I'll show y'all it fancy plated. Look at this right here. I mean, look how good that looks. But we're going to take a little bit of this sauce we made, and we're going to put it on this sandwich, just like this. We're going to put our bun on, and we're going to take us a big bite. Cooking a Boston butt, how to do it, how to smoke it. Hope y'all try it. You won't regret it. See y'all later.